Hi guys, this is Daniel from United Hatzalah in Ramat Gan, Israel. You know, every so often you get a really cool case. I mean, over the past 20 years, I think I've gone out to like maybe 8,000 calls. I've seen Tehiyat Hameitim dozens of times. I've done CPR hundreds of times. But every so often you get one of these really cool resurrections that you just got to share the story with other people. I'm talking about Tehiyat Hameitim in the Chazon Ish cemetery in Bnei Brak. Sounds spooky, huh? It was a regular afternoon. I just finished work and I decided before stopping off at home, I go sit in the yeshiva. There's the Hesder yeshiva in Ramat Gan. I decided to go, recharge your batteries. I went to the yeshiva to sit and learn some Torah. Well, so I thought I was going to learn some Torah. Now, the Hesder yeshiva is about maybe a minute away on the motorcycle from the Chazon Ish cemetery in Bnei Brak. I just sat down. And, you're going to say this is a funny story. You're going to say it's made up. I know. If I didn't witness it myself, I don't think I'd believe it also. So if you don't believe me, that's perfectly fine. I agree. It's an unbelievable story I'm about to tell you. Even though it's gone viral. It's been so many people heard the story already. Anyhow, I sat down to learn some Torah. I get a call about a 90-year-old unconscious lady in the Chazon Ish cemetery. Now I know that can be really funny. She's already in the cemetery. She's 90 years old. Just find an open pit and just kick her in. Just push her in. Nobody's gonna notice. But I immediately got on my Ichud Hatzalah ambulance cycle, rode over to the cemetery, and you could see from one side of the cemetery to the other side, and you see that there's somebody holding somebody, physically holding somebody. And I started running in between the graves. It's a very packed cemetery. So I started running through in between the graves. A friend of mine also got there, and he just ran on top of the graves. I don't know. Okay. And we got to the lady. She was unconscious. We couldn't find a pulse, and she wasn't breathing. Now there's no room to do CPR between the graves. It's a it's a packed cemetery. So, and this is like the funny kind of thing that all of a sudden you see two guys. I lifted her by her hands, and my friend lifted her by her feet, and we basically walked across the graves. We walked over the graves to get to the pavement which is basically a path where we could start taking care of this lady. So I didn't want to think about what the neighbors might have looked out their windows and seen two guys carrying a dead body over a bunch of graves. But let's get back into the story. Put her down on the floor, check for pulse, no pulse, start CPR. Now, we were doing chest compressions, and if basically it's 30 chest compressions and two breaths. Now we did the 30 chest compressions, and I tilt her head back to do mouth to mouth, with the ambo. And the 90-year-old lady's wig falls off. As soon as her wig fell off by me doing this, her hand, ready for this? Her hand shoots up and grabs her wig. I screamed. Ah! It was as if this 90-year-old lady's Tzadekes Neshama, said, for 90 years nobody's seen my hair. You're not going to see it either. And her pulse came back. Her pulse came back, and she returned breathing, and her wig did not fall off her head. Now, if I hadn't seen it myself, I would not believe the story. So that's your decision. That's your choice. If you want to believe it or not. I was there. I saw it. And out of dozens of successful CPRs, Ken Yirbu, and hundreds of CPRs, never before and never again have I experienced such a Tehiyat Hameitim as in the Chazon cemetery.